The Stoic Approach to Personal Accountability. Chapter 1, Understanding Personal Accountability and Stoicism. Personal accountability is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It involves taking responsibility for our actions, thoughts, and emotions. Stoicism, founded by Zeno of Citium, teaches that we have control over our internal world, even if we cannot control external events. This chapter explores the fundamental principles of personal accountability within Stoicism, setting the foundation for understanding its importance in our daily lives. Stoicism emphasizes the dichotomy of control, a key concept that differentiates between what is within our control and what is not. Our actions, decisions, and responses fall within our control, while external events do not. Recognizing this distinction is the first step towards personal accountability. By focusing on what we can control, we take responsibility for our own lives, rather than blaming external circumstances. Personal accountability in Stoicism also involves practicing self-awareness. The Stoics believed in regular self-examination, reflecting on our actions and motivations. This practice helps us understand our strengths and weaknesses, guiding us towards virtuous living. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advocated for nightly reflections, where one reviews their day and assesses their actions against Stoic virtues. Additionally, Stoicism teaches that our thoughts and perceptions shape our reality. By taking responsibility for our thoughts, we can change our emotional responses and behavior. This cognitive approach aligns with modern psychological practices, emphasizing the power of mindset in personal growth and accountability. In this chapter, we will delve deeper into these Stoic principles, exploring how they contribute to a framework of personal accountability. Understanding these concepts is crucial for applying Stoic teachings to our own lives, fostering a sense of responsibility, and empowering us to lead more intentional and virtuous lives. Chapter 2, The Dichotomy of Control and Personal Responsibility. The dichotomy of control is a fundamental Stoic principle that plays a crucial role in personal accountability. This chapter explores the dichotomy of control in detail, explaining how it helps us take responsibility for our actions and maintain a sense of inner peace. According to the Stoics, there are things within our control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, and things outside our control, external events, other people's actions, and outcomes. Understanding this distinction is vital for personal accountability because it allows us to focus our energy on what we can influence and let go of what we cannot. By accepting that we cannot control external events, we free ourselves from unnecessary worry and frustration. This acceptance does not mean passivity, rather, it empowers us to take proactive steps within our sphere of influence. When we concentrate on our actions and attitudes, we can respond to challenges with resilience and integrity. The dichotomy of control also emphasizes the importance of self-discipline. By focusing on what we can control, we cultivate a sense of responsibility for our own behavior. This self-discipline helps us align our actions with our values and principles, fostering personal accountability. For example, when faced with a difficult situation at work, a Stoic approach would involve acknowledging the aspects beyond our control, such as others' decisions or unforeseen circumstances, while taking responsibility for our own actions and responses. By doing so, we maintain our integrity and sense of purpose, regardless of the outcome. In this chapter, we will explore practical ways to apply the dichotomy of control in our daily lives, enhancing our personal accountability and overall well-being. By embracing this Stoic principle, we can develop a mindset that focuses on our own growth and actions, leading to a more intentional and responsible life. Chapter 3, The Role of Self-Awareness in Accountability. Self-awareness is a crucial aspect of personal accountability and Stoicism. This chapter delves into the importance of self-awareness and how it helps us take responsibility for our actions, thoughts, and emotions. Stoic philosophy teaches that self-awareness allows us to understand our motivations, strengths, and weaknesses. By regularly examining our inner world, we gain insights into our behavior and thought patterns. This self-knowledge is essential for personal accountability because it enables us to recognize areas where we need to improve and take corrective actions. One of the key practices for cultivating self-awareness in Stoicism is daily reflection. Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius advocated for regular self-examination. Seneca suggested reviewing the events of the day each evening, considering how we behaved and whether our actions aligned with our values. This practice helps us identify our mistakes and learn from them, fostering a sense of responsibility for our actions. Self-awareness also involves recognizing the influence of our thoughts and emotions on our behavior. Stoicism teaches that our perceptions shape our reality. By becoming aware of our thought patterns, we can identify unhelpful or irrational beliefs and work to change them. This cognitive approach helps us take control of our emotional responses and behaviors, enhancing personal accountability. Additionally, self-awareness involves understanding the impact of our actions on others. Stoicism values community and mutual support, emphasizing the interconnectedness of all people. By considering how our actions affect those around us, we take responsibility not only for ourselves but also for our relationships and community. In this chapter, we will explore practical techniques for cultivating self-awareness, such as journaling, mindfulness, and reflective practices. By developing greater self-awareness, we enhance our ability to take responsibility for our actions and lead a more intentional and virtuous life. Chapter 4: Accepting responsibility for our emotions. Stoicism teaches that we have control over our emotions through our thoughts and perceptions. This chapter explores how accepting responsibility for our emotions is a key aspect of personal accountability and Stoic philosophy. Stoic philosophers believe that our emotions are not caused by external events but by our interpretations of those events. By changing our perceptions, we can change our emotional responses. This concept, known as cognitive distancing, empowers us to take responsibility for our emotions and not be at the mercy of external circumstances. For instance, when faced with a challenging situation, we can choose to view it as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. This shift in perception helps us manage our emotions more effectively, reducing feelings of frustration or anger. By taking responsibility for our thoughts, we influence our emotional state and maintain a sense of inner peace. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization, also helps in managing emotions. By contemplating potential challenges and their impact, we prepare ourselves mentally and reduce the shock of unexpected events. This practice fosters emotional resilience and accountability, as we take proactive steps to manage our reactions. Moreover, accepting responsibility for our emotions involves recognizing and addressing negative thought patterns. Stoicism encourages us to challenge irrational beliefs and replace them with rational ones. By doing so, we gain control over our emotional responses and foster a more balanced and resilient mindset. In this chapter, we will explore practical strategies for accepting responsibility for our emotions, such as cognitive restructuring, mindfulness, and negative visualization. By applying these Stoic techniques, we can enhance our emotional well-being and personal accountability, leading to a more intentional and composed life. Chapter 5: The importance of ethical living and personal accountability. Ethical living is a fundamental aspect of personal accountability and Stoicism. This chapter examines how living in accordance with ethical principles enhances our sense of responsibility and aligns us with Stoic virtues. Stoicism teaches that virtue is the highest good and that living a virtuous life leads to true happiness. Virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance are central to Stoic ethics. By striving to embody these virtues, we take responsibility for our actions and decisions, ensuring that they align with our values and principles. Ethical living involves making choices that reflect our commitment to virtue. This means considering the impact of our actions on ourselves and others and acting with integrity. When we prioritize ethical considerations, we take responsibility for our behavior and its consequences, fostering a sense of personal accountability. For example, in a business context, ethical living might involve making decisions that prioritize honesty and fairness, even when it is challenging. By adhering to our ethical principles, we take responsibility for our professional conduct and contribute to a just and equitable environment. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of consistency in ethical living. Personal accountability requires that we apply our ethical principles consistently across different areas of our lives. This consistency helps us build trust and credibility, both with ourselves and others. Additionally, ethical living involves a commitment to self-improvement and growth. Stoic philosophers believed in the continuous pursuit of wisdom and virtue. By striving to improve ourselves and our ethical conduct, we take responsibility for our personal development and contribute to the greater good. In this chapter, we will explore practical ways to integrate ethical living into our daily lives, such as setting ethical goals, practicing virtue ethics, and reflecting on our decisions. By committing to ethical living, we enhance our personal accountability and align our actions with Stoic principles, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful life. Chapter 6: Overcoming Procrastination Through Stoic Accountability. Procrastination is a common barrier to personal accountability. This chapter explores how Stoic principles can help us overcome procrastination and take responsibility for our actions. Stoicism teaches that our time and actions are precious resources that should be used wisely. Procrastination, the act of delaying tasks, undermines our ability to achieve our goals and fulfill our responsibilities. By addressing procrastination, we enhance our personal accountability and make better use of our time. One Stoic approach to overcoming procrastination is to focus on the present moment. Stoic philosophers emphasize the importance of living in accordance with nature, which includes being present and mindful. By concentrating on the task at hand rather than worrying about the future, we reduce the temptation to procrastinate and increase our productivity. Additionally, Stoicism teaches the value of self-discipline and perseverance. By cultivating these virtues, we strengthen our ability to tackle tasks promptly and efficiently. Self-discipline involves setting clear goals and priorities, breaking tasks into manageable steps, and committing to consistent effort. Perseverance helps us stay motivated and focused, even when tasks are challenging or tedious. The Stoic practice of negative visualization can also be useful in overcoming procrastination. By contemplating the potential consequences of delaying tasks, we motivate ourselves to take action. This practice helps us recognize the cost of procrastination and reinforces our commitment to timely and responsible behavior. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to align our actions with our values and purpose. By connecting our tasks to our broader goals and principles, we find greater meaning and motivation in our work. This alignment helps us overcome procrastination by reminding us of the importance of our responsibilities. In this chapter, we will explore practical strategies for overcoming procrastination using Stoic principles, such as mindfulness, goal setting, and negative visualization. By applying these techniques, we can enhance our personal accountability and make better use of our time and resources. Chapter 7: Accountability in Relationships, a Stoic Perspective. Accountability in relationships is essential for building trust and maintaining healthy connections. This chapter examines how Stoic principles can help us take responsibility for our actions and behavior in relationships, fostering mutual respect and understanding. Stoicism teaches that we are social beings and that our well-being is closely tied to our relationships with others. By taking responsibility for our actions and their impact on others, we contribute to harmonious and supportive relationships. This personal accountability is crucial for building trust and fostering meaningful connections. One way to enhance accountability in relationships is through effective communication. Stoic philosophers emphasize the importance of clear and honest communication. By expressing our thoughts and feelings openly and listening to others with empathy, we demonstrate respect and take responsibility for our interactions. Additionally, Stoicism teaches the value of emotional regulation. By managing our emotions and responses, we reduce the likelihood of conflict and misunderstandings in our relationships. This self-control helps us respond to challenges with calm and reason, fostering a supportive and respectful environment. The Stoic principle of focusing on what we can control is also relevant in relationships. While we cannot control others' actions or feelings, we can take responsibility for our own behavior. By focusing on our own conduct and striving to act with virtue, we contribute positively to our relationships. Moreover, Stoicism encourages us to practice forgiveness and understanding. Recognizing that everyone makes mistakes, including ourselves, helps us approach conflicts with compassion and a willingness to reconcile. This forgiving attitude fosters accountability by encouraging us to acknowledge our mistakes and seek to make amends. In this chapter, we will explore practical ways to apply Stoic principles in our relationships, such as effective communication, emotional regulation, and forgiveness. By embracing these practices, we can enhance our personal accountability and build stronger, more supportive connections with others. Chapter 8, Accountability and Leadership, Lessons from Stoicism. Leadership requires a high level of personal accountability, as leaders set the tone for their organizations and influence the behavior of others. This chapter explores how Stoic principles can guide leaders in taking responsibility for their actions and fostering a culture of accountability. Stoicism teaches that a good leader must embody the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By striving to live by these virtues, leaders demonstrate personal accountability and inspire others to do the same. Wisdom involves making informed and thoughtful decisions, courage requires standing up for what is right, justice ensures fair treatment of all, and temperance involves self-control and moderation. Effective leaders take responsibility for their decisions and actions, acknowledging both successes and mistakes. This transparency builds trust and credibility, as team members see that their leader is accountable and committed to continuous improvement. By modeling this behavior, leaders encourage a culture of accountability within their organizations. Stoic leaders also focus on what they can control, accepting that they cannot dictate outcomes but can influence processes and behavior. This focus on process over outcome reduces stress and fosters a proactive approach to problem solving. Leaders who embrace this Stoic principle are better equipped to navigate challenges and uncertainties. Moreover, Stoic leaders prioritize the well-being of their team members, recognizing the importance of mutual support and cooperation. By creating an environment where team members feel valued and supported, leaders foster a sense of collective responsibility and accountability. In this chapter, we will explore practical applications of Stoic principles in leadership, such as decision-making, transparency, and team support. By integrating these principles, leaders can enhance their personal accountability and create a culture of responsibility and integrity within their organizations. Chapter 9, The Role of Reflection and Journaling in Personal Accountability. Reflection and journaling are powerful tools for cultivating personal accountability in Stoic practice. This chapter examines how these practices help us take responsibility for our actions and foster continuous self-improvement. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca emphasize the importance of regular reflection. By setting aside time to review our thoughts, actions, and decisions, we gain insights into our behavior and identify areas for improvement. This self-examination is crucial for personal accountability, as it helps us understand the impact of our actions and take responsibility for our growth. Journaling is a practical way to incorporate reflection into our daily routine. By writing about our experiences, thoughts, and emotions, we create a record of our inner world. This practice helps us track our progress, recognize patterns, and make more informed decisions. Journaling also provides a space for honest self-assessment, fostering a deeper sense of responsibility for our actions. In addition to reviewing past actions, reflection and journaling can help us set future goals and intentions. By clarifying our values and aspirations, we align our actions with our broader purpose. This goal-setting process enhances our personal accountability by providing a clear direction for our efforts. The Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization, can also be integrated into journaling. By contemplating potential challenges and their impact, we prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally. This preparation reduces the likelihood of being caught off guard and helps us respond to difficulties with resilience and accountability. In this chapter, we will explore practical techniques for incorporating reflection and journaling into our Stoic practice, such as daily reflections, goal-setting exercises, and negative visualization. By embracing these practices, we enhance our personal accountability and foster continuous self-improvement. Chapter 10, Applying Stoic Accountability in Modern Life. Applying Stoic principles of personal accountability in modern life involves integrating these timeless teachings into our daily routines and decisions. This chapter provides practical strategies for living with greater accountability, inspired by Stoic philosophy. One of the key aspects of applying Stoic accountability is practicing mindfulness and presence. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it is easy to become distracted and lose focus. By cultivating mindfulness, we bring our attention back to the present moment and take responsibility for our actions and decisions. Mindfulness practices such as meditation, deep breathing, and mindful observation help us stay grounded and aware. Another important strategy is setting clear and achievable goals. Stoicism teaches the value of intentional living, where our actions align with our values and purpose. By setting specific goals, we create a roadmap for our efforts and hold ourselves accountable for our progress. Regularly reviewing and adjusting these goals ensures that we stay on track and continue to grow. Building a supportive community is also essential for accountability. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals who share our commitment to personal growth and virtue provides encouragement and accountability. By engaging in discussions, sharing experiences, and seeking feedback, we enhance our sense of responsibility and gain valuable insights. Stoic practices such as negative visualization and premeditatio malorum can be applied to modern challenges. By anticipating potential obstacles and mentally preparing for them, we reduce anxiety and increase our resilience. This proactive approach helps us take responsibility for our responses and navigate difficulties with greater confidence. Finally, embracing a growth mindset is crucial for applying Stoic accountability. Recognizing that mistakes and setbacks are opportunities for learning and improvement allows us to take responsibility for our development. By viewing challenges as part of our journey towards virtue, we maintain a positive and proactive attitude. In this chapter, we will explore these practical strategies in detail, providing guidance on how to integrate Stoic accountability into our modern lives. By applying these principles, we can lead more intentional, responsible, and fulfilling lives, aligned with the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy.